Okay, so I just said that I was going to be back with more Lorcana. So lots of times with Lorcana, they have put out different sets. They have the Trove, the boosters, the starter decks, and then they'll put out something extra. Sometimes it's gift sets. Sometimes it's like a binder with booster packs in it. This time we're doing the gift box. So this is our gift box for set 7. And what we have in here, turn around, here's the back of it here. So what we have in here is, first off, we have 5 booster packs. We have 1 Glimmer foil promo card with Lilo and Stitch. That comes in all of them. I'm assuming, don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that this is going to look like some of the really sparkly foils that we had in the Ursula Illuminator Trove, the Deep Trouble set. Part of what leads me to leave that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to even catch this. Can you? Yeah, okay. See this shiny glitteriness that's happening? This is the actual box. When they talk about gift box, this is an actual card box for you to store cards in. And I'm assuming that's what the glitter foil is going to look like. So anyway, what we get in here is, like I said, 5 booster packs. So we get the Glimmer foil. We get the storage box, which holds up to 250 sleeved cards. I'm going to assume they just mean like penny sleeves. 3 punch out card dividers, and then 5 assorted randomly selected boosters. And these are from the, excluding the first chapter, because those, are impossible, every other set up to this point. So Rise of the Floodborn, Into the Inklands, Ursula's Return, Shimmering Skies, Azurite Sea. We can have any combination of those, 5 of those in this box. So definitely, potentially makes these very valuable if you are a newer player or collector and you're having trouble finding some of these earlier sets. This could be a way to kind of just have fun with the opening pack experience, and then also, possibly get some of those older cards that you're looking for. So this does not have I was looking for one of those perforated pull tab things. It does not, in fact, have that. So this baby out here. Oh, she's upside down. Okay. Yes, so here's our card box, as I said, and you can see this kind of glimmer effect that we have on it, which is actually pretty cool because when you look at it like this, you don't really see it, but then in certain lights, you see the glimmer effect. So open her up here. All right, so here we go, starting off with our beautiful glimmer foil. And yes, so this is, I wasn't going to open this, but I'm going to because I'm going to end up getting more of these boxes anyway. Okay. So yes, this is a glimmer foil. So this is very similar to the, was it the Broken Hex crown in the Ursula Trove, with this kind of, it's not just foil, it's not just glitter, it's kind of just really neat effect for a card. So we'll put you back there. And let's see what else we have in here. So we have our 5 packs. Put those aside for a minute. And these are our punch out dividers, I'm assuming. Yes. So we have just 2 of the Lorcana symbols, and then the artwork that's on the box on these. And these, you just pop them out. And then you can use them as dividers. Come on, come on. Can you do this? Can I do this? You can use them as dividers in your box. This is a nice little card box, by the way. It reminds me of it's a little smaller in dimensions to the bundle boxes in Magic. Actually, one of those right here. All right, so here we have Lilo and Stitch box. And yeah, okay, it's a little small. So this is from Aether Drift from the bundle. It's a little shorter. Not quite as tall. Not quite as long. So if you know the size of your average MTG bundle, that's a comparison to how big these are. So I forget what the card count is on the bundles, about how many cards they can fit. Anyway, let's get on the packs. That's what everybody cares about. So we have Azurite Sea, Shimmering Sky, Into the Inkling, and okay. So Rise of the Floodborn is my favorite set. I love this set. It's so, yeah, I'm excited. We did not get Ursula's Return was the one that we did not get one from. That's fine. Bloodborne is what I am personally looking for, so I'm very happy with that. So it is random. We do not get one of each of them. It is just random on what we get. So I'm going to count backwards for the most recent for this, and we'll see what we end up getting. So first off, we have our Baymax pack here from Azurite Sea. And we have, all right. So, got a land, we've got a fairy ship. Common, Toodles, Lead the Way. Uncommons. I love this Tinkerbell. Gopher. All right. Got Cobra Bubbles as our first rare. Oh, and Jim Hawkins as our super rare. And our foil. Moving on to Shimmering Skies. I should mention, Azurite Sea was it's probably my third favorite set out of the ones. I did really enjoy a lot of that. That's this mat, which just came out with covering Tigger's face. This mat which just playmat which just came out with Archazia's Island is actually Tigger from Azurite Sea because he's a pirate. So, all right, we've got our Gateway card. We've got, okay, our Scarosphere, Vanellope, Ratigan, one of my favorites, Magical Aid, Arthur, King Candy. Oh, okay, so we've got a legendary, and this is from set 5, so it is one of the embossed ones. Very cool. Jafar. And we've got a second legendary. I swear, Shimmering Skies, the legendaries in this set, the pull rate is insane. So, both, of course, are the embossed. We've got Jafar, and we've got Anna. And our foil is a rare of Wreck-It Ralph. And then our Gateway ad card. So can't be upset about that. So there's that one. Into the Inklands is next. This is set 3. So Ursula's Return would typically be next if we were going in chronological order backwards from when they were released. It was last summer. This was last spring. So this was where they first introduced lands into Lorcana. So there are more land cards in this set than any other set. I think there are 3 per color as opposed to 2 per color in following sets. So we've got Jolly Roger. What was I saying about more land cards than any other set? Yep. We've got Nala. Oh, I love this card. So we've got a rare Robin. How can you not love Robin Hood? Oh, Friend Like Me. Another good one. And our foil is Billy Bones. And we have 2. And these are instructions cards because of they added the locations card type. So and a new rule on this one, so they had more of the instruction cards in this one. All right, now it's time for the Floodborne packs. As I said, my favorite set. I love this set so much. The cards in it, I can't even really explain why. I also like Ursula's Return, but it is much easier to find, to come across. So this came out in December 2023. Pinocchio. All right, we got a super rare Tiana and Grand Pabby. Oh, and a foil Madame Mim. Not bad. And an art card. Or a puzzle card, I guess. And art card is magic. I'm mixing my things up here. All right, last pack. Oh, Snow White. Beautiful. The only other playmat that I have is this Pooh Bear. I want the Belle one from Ursula's Return, but haven't been able to find it yet. So, uncommons. Great pull. Madame Mim Fox, one of the most played cards from the set. So that's awesome. Legendary Beast. So this is before they did the embossing. So it's not shiny, but very cool. And a foil Flynn Rider. So, and of course our puzzle card. So that is everything that is included in that. I'm going to put you back over here because it's who I am as a person. But so okay, these retail for $29.99. If you are someone who is newer to Lorcana, if you don't have a lot of the older sets, especially because Inkland and Floodborne are getting harder and harder to find now. I think Floodborne I've seen as high as $10 to $12 a pack sometimes places, which is insane. I cannot recommend paying that much for a single booster. So 3 legendaries and then a couple super rares. I am happy with this. Now, there's no way of knowing what ones you'll get in this. As we saw, you can get more than 1 pack from any single set. But with pack prices creeping up, if you can find this for, let's see, there's 5 packs included plus the promo card and the box. So just taking those completely out of it as far as value, and I mean just as far as collecting and playing value. I'm not talking about actual card per card value here. I think it's a good deal, especially if you can find it for $29.99. If you can find it for $30, so you get 5 packs for $30. Since most of these are at least $6 a piece. I know around my shops, Into the Inklands is running around 7, I think now. And as I said, I've seen Floodborne as high as like 10 to 12 per pack. You're paying about or just below retail, what is now market price, I guess, for these packs. So if you are wanting to just get into it, if you are wanting to collect, I think this is a great way to do so. And plus, you get this very sparkly box to put everything in. So that's cool too. That's going to be it for this one. I do plan on picking more of these up and I will open them and let you guys see what I get in them. I absolutely love Lorcana and I cannot wait to share more of it with you. So Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that I will see you in the next one.